Farming in ancient Greece. The mountainous landscape made farming in ancient Greece a challenge. First, with 80% of Greek land covered with mountains, the land available to be farmed was in very short supply. This led early settlements to be created around forts that aimed to protect what little land was available. Second, as communities began to grow, farmers had to develop innovative methods in order to provide enough food for their growing settlements. To create more land for crop production, the ancient Greeks developed what is known as Terrace Harmon. A terrace is a flat area that is made on a slope. Greeks would carve out flat levels into the side of a mountain, then use that flat land to provide additional food for their community. These mini farms produced a good variety of crops, including barley and wheat, that was used to make bread, cakes, and gruel. The Greeks also grew chickpeas, lentils, cucumbers, and nuts, as well as fruits like apples and pears. Perhaps the most plentiful of Greek crops were olives and grapes, since they required very little space to grow, and the Greek environment had very little space to give. To supplement food production, the Greeks raised a variety of animals as well. However, the landscape dictated what animals the Greeks could raise because of the limited land. Sheep and goats were very common since they do not need much land to graze on, and they produced very valuable wool for clothing and milk for cheese. Since farmland was so limited, animals were often raised in areas that were poorly suited for agriculture. The Greeks were also one of the first civilizations to harness beekeeping in order to make honey. It was believed that bees were sacred and that their honey was a gift from the gods. It was used as a food, a sweetener, and eventually a valuable trade asset. So important was the bee that they took on a significant part of Greek culture. Many ancient coins have been discovered that depict a bee, which clearly shows the high status these insects held in relation to their peers. Just like today, the environment in ancient Greece dictated how humans would live their lives. The mountainous environment and limited farmland forced people to adapt their lives in order to survive, and their farming methods and animals they raise depict that.